Joining us on the broadcast this minute is our correspondent Harry Horton from Washington. Hi Harry, if the president thinks the process is unfair, it should be all the more reason for him, one would say, to participate in it, as attending the hearing would have allowed him to also question the witnesses. But it seems he's decided to not do so. What's your assessment of the message that this sends out?
Well, the message that Republicans are trying to send out is that this whole process is a sham. They don't want to be involved in it in any way. This, they've long said, is a witch hunt. The Democrats are out to get President Trump, and they don't want to legitimize that process by taking part of it. So that's the current position that Republicans and the White House are taking. That, of course, might change over the course of the next few days and weeks. Democrats are trying to move ahead with this impeachment inquiry at a rapid speed. We will get committee members on the House Intelligence Committee who've been handling this process so far. They will get to look at the first copy of their report so far. They will formally vote on it tomorrow, and then that report will be handed over, as you say, to the House Judiciary Committee, another committee in Congress, and they will take up the next stage of this impeachment inquiry. Democrats are hoping that they can have a vote on impeachment by the end of the year. They think that they've got some political momentum at the moment with this inquiry. They don't want to lose that, so they're trying to get this process wrapped up quite quickly. If they get that vote done by the end of the year, then of course the whole process shifts to the Republican-controlled Senate. There will be a trial next year there. We've no idea how long that will take, but of course that then spills over into the 2020 US presidential election. So things moving very quickly, but still quite a distance to go until this impeachment inquiry concludes.
Absolutely. And what are you picking up from the White House in terms of whether or not there will at all be a future involvement in the hearing, because several reports have been pointing towards that possibility?
Yeah, look, it's hard to say at this stage. I think, you know, there's a good argument for the strategy that the White House is pursuing at the moment, trying not to give any legitimacy to this inquiry, trying to dismiss it as some partisan witch hunt, as they've called it many times in the past. But, you know, taking part in this inquiry does have its advantages as well. Without a White House voice in this inquiry, you know, there's a chance that when Americans turn on their TVs in the evening, all they see is Democrats in Congress talking about some of the things that President Trump has done and some of the things that they're trying to pursue this impeachment inquiry for. So without that White House argument, perhaps, you know, it shifts the balance and shifts the talking points. So as I say, I think at a later stage,
University graduates in equal
of Jack Merritt and Saskia Jones, and all those injured or affected by the attack on Friday. The best way to defeat this hatred is not by turning on one another, but it's by focusing on the values that bind us, to take hope from the heroism of ordinary Londoners and our emergency services who ran towards danger, risking their lives to help people they didn't even know.
A book of condolences was also kept open at the art gallery for members of the public to lay flowers and pay their tributes. After Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's successful visit to India, it seems like Pakistan does not want to be left behind. Islamabad has dispatched its Foreign Minister Shah Mahmood Qureshi to Colombo with a personal invitation letter from Imran Khan. But Qureshi's trip started off on the wrong note, as his first media interaction there involved a faux pas.
Meeting with the Foreign Minister. I am fortunate to be the first Foreign Minister to have visited Colombo since the new government has been elected. Pakistan and Sri Lanka have enjoyed cordial and friendly relations for a long time.
So as you just heard, Shah Mahmood Qureshi thinks he is the first foreign minister to visit Colombo after Gotabaya Rajapaksa's election.